Just moments ago, Stellantis announced temporary layoffs for an additional 700 employees in Indiana effective today. It brings the total number of laid-off workers to more than 1,300. The move follows UAW President Shawn Fain saying the union could expand strikes at a moment's notice, but not announcing any new walkouts in his weekly address. That also came on the heels of Ford saying they've reached the limit on how much they can offer in wage increases. Different story for Kaiser Permanente, where 75,000 healthcare workers may be heading back to work after a tentative deal was reached with the Kaiser unions. Wages will go up by 21% over 4 years, which they hope will retain workers to alleviate staffing shortages. And no progress in Hollywood, though, as talks between the studios and the actors surprisingly broke off, with studios suspending negotiations, saying the two sides, guys, are too far apart. Victoria, what's your read on this all?
It's tough. I mean, right now there is a lot of power in the labor end. You know, there was this kind of pendulum that swung, and for a while there, you couldn't get a job and it was so hard. And now, JOLTS has narrowed a little bit, but obviously the unions are flexing their muscles. And so we have to be wary on that. Number one, there's a trickle down from this. If we see auto workers and layoffs continue, the amount that affects the overall economy is not insignificant. And then number two is what will it do to companies' margins? They are offering, I believe it was a 25% increase, the last offer. And obviously those are some fairly significant numbers for a large workforce. So on one hand, as an investor, you need to be aware of what this may do to margins and labor costs. But more immediately, especially for the auto workers and all the surrounding industries that support automotive production, it could be a pretty disastrous next couple months if they have to continue to shut down and do layoffs. And then, that doesn't just start back up with the snap of your fingers. There's a kind of a lag effect that may come back into play there with the auto workers. On the media side, I do think there's a little bit more fallback content that they can use. So I see them more insulated. Netflix is considered one of the most insulated media companies because of its broad content.
They've got libraries that they can run off. I mean,
exactly.
I'll watch Seinfeld.
We'll watch Seinfeld. I'm watching Gilmore Girls right now. We'll watch, Friends, Homeland, everything. So, they have reruns, so it's not like they have to shut down their systems if they don't get new content. So I do see media. There is going to be an eventual effect, but we'll go back and watch reruns because we'll have something to watch, and their algorithm will suggest some random movie we forgot existed.